We are live. There we go. We are live on Twitch and now live on YouTube. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a decent night. It's 11:08 p.m. for me. It's a little late for me. I usually start the streams at around 10. So I just got done eating and freshening up and getting ready for bed pretty much. I'm just gonna get through a bit of my hits. I don't think I'm gonna be doing a ton of Legends tonight. It's Wizway, hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, I think that after the Clan War Leagues, I'll be going for here to do the side war that we have. I don't really think there's many bases left, so I'm just gonna try to get the last of the stars and then do like a maybe one account or just 2 accounts of Legends. CWL, yes, there will be some Clan War Leagues. This is our Champ 3, which is, it hasn't been going around. We're up against the first place clan, so I can try to get 9 stars, but I mean, we already did a 1 star, you know. I'm just gonna do my best here. I picked these bases early in the day, so I did kind of identify them as potentially being like a bit easier than the rest of the bases. What I'm thinking is that I'll send the RC to go just directly into the Ricochet and into the Ground Expo. The Ground and Air Expo. I was also thinking potentially there's some way that she can go to the Wizard Tower and maybe pull the poison, which would help. But anyway, a fireball is not a bad option on this base either. I'm kind of thinking about it, but I don't want to get too fancy. It actually might be a little easier just to do a fireball, you know? I'm kind of reevaluating here. I did see this base in Legends recently, so I'm pretty sure I can just get it with my Legends army. I think that in order for it to work, at least like easily enough, that the RC does have to pull this poison somehow. That's really the only thing. So probably send her into this air defense. Anyway, let me take a look at these other couple bases that I marked. This one is really easy. I'm just gonna send the RC right here into this Wizard Tower. She should make it to the Fire Spitter, no problem. Maybe a Yeti just to grab the Bomb Tower and be safe. I don't even think it's gonna be an issue. I think potentially that if there's Teslas in here, that dropping a Yeti there might actually screw me up a little bit. Potentially. I'm not so sure. Just have to be a little careful there. And then here I'm thinking about sending the RC where she grabs this Fire Spitter. Over here, maybe through this mortar. Or through this Wizard Tower. The Wizard Tower is tricky because she can go to this Bomb Tower next. So I feel like this Wizard Tower might just be better, or even just the mortar right here. I don't really think there's any other obvious way to get this base apart from potentially sending her into the Flame Spinner. And just brute forcing the Fire Spitters. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, I could probably go either way and it was still triple. But anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stick with my gut here and just go for a double overgrowth and control this damage in the core here. Use the king to clear these right here, the king and the queen. It should work, right? Let's do this. I thought I could get the town hall. It's a little mistake. It's not a huge mistake, because I wasn't even planning to get the town hall, you know? But it's a little mistake. This is already looking cooked. I mean, a fireball would have been a little flashier, I guess. But I'm not sure it could be much more effective than this. I mean, it's crushed, right? Arrow Town Hall, I don't have the giant arrow. But if I did have the giant arrow, then absolutely. You would have been right. You would have been... I would have probably done that exact thing. I just don't think that the giant arrow, for example, like if the RC did grab the town hall, then where would I use the giant arrow? Where would I use it? Maybe to snipe these air defenses, but I don't need the air defenses, you know? Apart from setting a funnel, I guess. The giant arrow just doesn't have that much value. GG, thank you, bro. I was thinking about a fireball. It's definitely an option. But yeah, here I'll show you. This is where I'm gonna go after I finish my clan whirlig attacks, is to finish this right here. I think it's really just a few bases. Yeah, these bases right here. Yeah, I'm gonna crush those, but I don't want to stress about those too much right now. Now see, if I send the RC to go straight into this archer tower, I feel like she goes from archer tower to wizard tower into the expo. But if she goes to the air defense next, it can end up working against me. And then she goes to over here instead. So I'd probably be better off just sending her into this wizard tower right here. Don't really have any good way to tank the town hall shots, you know? Another thing I'm thinking about is this clan castle. It's definitely in a pretty solid position. Probably need to send like a giant or something into the burst mortar. Yeah, let's bring a giant. Can leave that there. We're at the end of the deployment bar. Do I bring another invis? I don't know what I would replace. I feel like 5 invis will be fine. All I want's the fire spitter. That's really all I want. I don't even need to get the rage tower. Let's do this. grab the multi-gear. I'm definitely in a good position to grab this multi-gear. Can take that and disrupt this giant and we'll get those clan castle troops. This guy just put a bunch of archers in there. It's fine. I didn't get a full clan castle pool, but I'm not so worried about it, you know. Should be GG's, right? This base actually looks like it did okay. I don't think it was a terrible base. There were, especially the traps right there. I think he just needs to tweak the traps a little bit for this base to work. More swag. Check that out. Nice, thank you, bro. Wasn't it easy? These are just kind of a little bit of a warm-up that I have to my Champ 1 hits that are coming after this. I feel like I need to stick with my gut here. I just don't like sending the RC straight into the bomb tower, you know? I need her at least to make it to this inner ring somehow. With the multi-gear and the scatter shot. Like, as long as she gets to the fire spitter, should be good, right? Zeki Clashing, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. I'm going for this. That Tesla might actually help me out a little bit. Did kind of screw this up with the king here a little bit, so I gotta be careful. Don't wanna do a time fail now. I know I'm in a time fail now. Aren't I? It's gonna be close. Oh, it's so close, but I got him. Holy moly. You good, bro? That's great. Definitely my heart rate's a little bit peaking because I definitely don't want to fail against these guys, you know. These guys are first place in the league. They're not even doing that great. They happen to be first because they're not losing. You know. I would say we're doing worse, except our fails are really just like big fails, like 1 stars and stuff. Lucky, I thought I was gonna time fail for sure. I thought for sure. Maybe I am lucky. Yeah, this is a common base. I'm sure you guys have seen me crush this many times before, you know. The plan here is usually to get a Yeti and a couple super barbs to take out the bomb tower and the air defense. When I was pushing with the Yeti, it was always doing a good job on this base. And then just use the RC at least to grab the raise tower. It should be pretty simple, right? It should be. Just think after I send the root riders into here, I'm going to drop the queen here with the nice golem. Ice golem, queen, and king. Should be easy. The only thing is this hook tower, which I think I need to at least, or I can actually just bring a lightning spell, right? I think a lightning spell would be some pretty good value to get this hook tower. Just so I don't have to worry about it, you know? I think what I would do is substitute the ice block spell for a lightning. Could think about bringing a giant arrow too, but I'm not so sure. I feel like having a queen ability on the backside would make more sense. What's going on, Raj? Didn't know you started streaming? Yeah, I did. Started about 20 minutes ago or so. Just gotta be careful now, because the RC has like no HP left. So The base is already half gone after the RC charge. I mean, not much left to speak of at this point. Crushed. And a swag overgrowth. Dream, what's up, bro? You're watching me crush some champ 1 bases. We do win this war as long as I get a triple and then I think something like a 90%. The enemy did some fails on us. Some big fails. I mean, an 85% is kind of a big fail for champ 1, right? Our fails were just 299, so one more triple pretty much puts us in the green for this war. I do think that at the end of the day, we'll still finish somewhere like... actually, I think we finish in 2nd place. We need to defeat these guys on day 6 Dragon Hunters. I don't exactly recognize these players, but... oh, I don't need a lightning spell, right? It was a mistake to bring it, it's fine. I'll request again soon. I know, it's such a bummer that we lost A2, right? That literally, like, the fact that we just, like, our only fails were a 99 and a 95. And I'm pretty sure they were both time fails. This one was definitely a time fail. Yeah, because look at the battle timer. And that's enough for us to lose. We basically had to be perfect. And this looks like a time fail too. It is. Of course. And that was day 2, right? We definitely don't have much leaderboard chances anymore. Like top 10 or anything. That's gone. For sure. I would definitely say if we can win the rest of the wars that we'd be somewhere like top 50. If we win the rest of the wars and do well enough, then top 50 is definitely reasonable. Just think for this that I need to send the RC where she grabs the scatter shot. In the very least. So I'm thinking sending her into the burst mortar and then a Yeti here. Into the wizard tower. The Yeti can grab the wizard tower and this bomb tower. As long as I give it a couple super barbs. Should be looking at this base, right? This base is, look at this. This is easy, isn't it? For the other base, I definitely want the giant arrow to trigger this this invis tower right here. The giant arrow, I can literally just shoot it from anything. Super barbs to grab the wizard tower. I'm just gonna make sure that whatever happens with the clan castle, that doesn't distract my RC and pull her out into the middle of nowhere. It's really the only thing. Opinion on the new scenery. The new scenery is actually really cool. And I really like this queen skin. I think they did a good job with these. The whole set looks not bad actually. I typically don't like the sets that look animated. You know, like Clash-O-Rama or the anime set, but I think that they did a good job with this set. So, personally I'm not going to buy them because all my accounts have full sets, so I don't want to spend 50 bucks to get another set unless it's on an account that doesn't have a set already. Okay. Just think that I need to send the Root Riders first to go into here. Root Riders, Valkyries. And then the RC can go back into the Wizard Tower. Root Riders first and then the Queen. That's kind of how I'm thinking. Should be finished right. The fox does die, which I suppose is not ideal, but I'm not too worried. I'm about to swag 2 overgrowths on this guy. You don't like the animation skins? I like what they did this season. Because typically what I look for in a skin set is something that looks heroic, you know, or kind of badass. And yeah, I mean, you can just tell with these skins here that this is the kind of style I like to go for. Something heroic. Jay, what's up, bro? Mr. Guapo. The best, thank you, bro. Just have to get one more base rate, and it doesn't even have to be like an amazing attack, it just has to be like a 90-something%. It should be easy. I mean, I've seen this base multiple times already in this league. I'm not sure why people keep using this base. The only tricky thing about this base, I think, is the clan castle positioning. It looks like it could potentially cause a problem later on in the attack, which I suppose that's what the poison spell is good for, but still I don't really like getting frozen up. especially under damage by the rage showers. Either way, I trust myself. I'm at least gonna bring the Yeti, like I said I would. Alrighty. I'm not gonna get too greedy. I feel like I could get the Town Hall, but the plan was to send the roots into it anyway. So I don't wanna screw things up too much. George, my cat's freaking out. He's doing the playful cat thing. And trying to chase something that's invisible. Or I don't know, maybe he sees something I don't see. And I don't know if that's something I wanna freak myself out with right now. In the middle of an attack. But I should have this right, I mean. It looks finished. Central Hoop Tower is scary for some people, it's good with the double overgrowth. I would definitely say that it would be more scary if I only had one overgrowth. Because where I would use the overgrowth is back here. Like where you saw me use that second overgrowth. And so having just that one overgrowth there means that the hook tower is going to do some pretty serious damage. But the good thing about the hook tower was it pulled the clan castle up. When it grabbed this first root rider, that's when the ice golems and the furnace came up. And so I think that's better than having to deal with the ice golems near the rage towers. Right there. But if you're ever unsure, like if you see a hook tower in Legends or whatever, then really the best thing you can do is just put overgrowth on it. But yeah, we win that war, which is it's nice to clutch it up, isn't it? I'm looking for my accounts, which one has the best chance for a leaderboard. Actually, I don't think I have any good leaderboard accounts right now, because they're all getting wrecked with defense right now. Anything with 5,700 would be safe for the leaderboard, right? It's this account. This is really the only account that has a shot at the leaderboard. Amazing attack, Bo. Keep it up. Thank you. Those were bases I picked early. Like I picked those bases in the middle of the last night's stream. So maybe later tonight once I get through a bit of Legends and the next day starts, then I'll show you guys which bases I'll pick for tomorrow's stream. I should just play it safe here, right, and bring the giant arrow. One of my accounts has a giant arrow. Yeah, this one. And this one will get a shot at the leaderboard too, which is cool. This is one of those rare cases that I'll bring the Eternal Tome, because of this extra damage in the core. I get wrecked in defense. I finished my day 5683. 5683 is not bad, bro. It's like in the top 10k for sure, right? You should have a top at least 7,000 kind of a reset. It's not bad. Yeah, my lowest reset was with Dhoom, and it was 5692. It's finished. I think the rest of this is all just swag. Yeah, so I had 3 accounts finish in the top 1,000 today. Yesterday was just 2. Hi, George. And I finally, for once, that Havoc wasn't my highest reset, because I think I lost trophies on Havoc. I think that's what happened. People texting me for stay deals and stuff on that account, and I'm like, bro, there's this one guy that really loves to spam my Discord. If any of you guys know Rennis, I'm just pushing because it is the last season. Yeah, it's a good season to push anyway because it's a longer season, you know. Longer seasons tend to give a bigger differentiation between, you know, the top players and the mid players. It's harder to get a boost up from just pushing the last few days, you know. Plus, your rank this season determines where you'll be placed next season in the new rank system. think it's good they decided to do that. Anyway. Can just use double overgrowth here. My account Havoc is already minus 160 on defense, so there's definitely no shot at the leaderboard. I don't think I meant to bring the arrow, but it's fine. The arrow can help me get, I guess, the flame spinner maybe, but I don't even think it's worth getting. Maybe just going for a side funnel is good with the arrow. Oh, well, there's the Invis tower, right? I guess I should have thought of that. Not here still anyway. I mean, it's a rush race, so I'm not too worried. What's the GE group looking? I don't have a league going there. We're going for Champ 2. I'll show you what Champ 2 is going for. Easy 3. It is an easy 3, bro. You're waiting for the October season with the skins. I think they're gonna give us a banger set of skins. Looking forward to it. Yeah, right now GE is empty, bro. See, we're just doing our leagues and other clans this time. But yeah, these are the rest of my guys: Storm, Spooky, Survivor, Shang, Praveen. And we're in second. We're actually in second on percent, believe it or not. We're tied with first on stars, but I'm not in this league because these guys, I feel like they do better when I'm not, you know, putting the extra pressure on them. I mean, these guys are great attackers. I just, you know, want them to have a chill league, you know what I mean? Okay, now let's push. I'm gonna go for, I think, just 2 accounts of Legends. Up until about 1 a.m. It's 11:55 p.m., almost midnight. Ranjith, hello, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Okay, hang tight. Nice, thank you, bro. Yeah, we have Champ 1, Champ 2, and Champ 3 happening. And Champ 3 is hosted by a buddy of mine named Zedons. He's a good dude. It's just that some of his clanmates aren't, attacking very well. He had a clan that had like a 50 streak that got broken recently. So I think he's too nice to his clanmates and just kind of lets them just do garbage attacks. It's really the only thing, and that's Champ 3. We can definitely go for the leaderboard on this account, right? Yeah, yesterday I recorded my offense. The offense you guys missed, which I didn't do on the stream yesterday, were 2 320s and a 304. And the 304 was from 2 fails, and I'm pretty sure both of them were just time fails. But still, 3 of my accounts finished in the top 1,000. So I hope I can get an end of the season kind of looking like that, It'd be pretty nice. It's not an ideal start, but it's okay. It's not terrible either. I feel like there was definitely a way I could have made it out of there with the Fox. Definitely gotta freeze that Crusher Mortar, man. That thing is a nightmare, But I should have the select that the Boo's getting the Rico. It's finished. I hope the music sounds okay, guys. I'm using a lo-fi Go playlist. I can't actively listen to the music while I'm streaming. That's the only thing. So, you guys you get what you get with it. Alright, let's go again. This is an interesting layout, isn't it? Definitely doesn't look that serious. I mean, he put decorations where, like, it exposes where the traps are. Just have to be careful now because the RC is low health. Probably gonna have to double cycle. Not my best search. I must admit it was not my best search. I think I lost my Valkyries though. My Valkyries are going off into nothing. Just gonna save the freeze for the crusher motor. Glad Champ 2 is looking nice. Yeah, we are gonna go next month. For sure. Yeah, the reason we didn't go this month is because one of our best guys, Faisy, he's on a vacation in Pakistan. And I don't know if you know, but the Wi-Fi in Pakistan is not that great. So he said he couldn't depend on his Wi-Fi, and he's got like 4 accounts. So if he's gonna be disconnecting all over the place, then I'd rather him do it in Champ 2. That's how I feel about that. We'll go again next month for sure. And it'll be the last, like, good month, actually. I feel like that the update's gonna come after Clan War League. It might come in the middle of it, you know? And totally screw us up. Because we're all using Root Riders pretty much. Understandable. Yeah, he's already shown me some disconnects, and I'm just like, yeah, but that's the thing about Pakistan, is that they just don't have that great Wi-Fi, you know? Like, I've got a lot of clanmates that are from Pakistan, and they're constantly disconnecting. I really think that Supercell needs to at least be able to accommodate those players in some way. You know, like, I don't think it's fair that when you lose a connection, you see the Wi-Fi thing, that it pretty much treats it as like a force quit. I don't think that's fair to the attacker in any situation. The Wi-Fi signal. Hopefully she goes next to the wizard tower. I think she does. recall there is fine. Nice troll Teslas, bro. I guess that's kind of a swag icebox, but I put it on a sneak. I don't know what compelled me to do that. I thought the crusher mortar was gonna get the snake first. Should have time right as long as the queen can break through the wall. I think she does. Yeah, I don't even know what got it in the end, but I got him. This approach works every time. Really is, as long as you go into this corner. I once walked into where there was a whole set of traps, like the tornado and a million giant bombs, and I still tripled. And I think the reason it works so well is because of the overgrowth, the first overgrowth that goes over the town hall. And the second overgrowth to cover this. Really, all you need to do is just get this fire spitter. And it works every time. Yeti mites took it. That's cool. Glad they clutched up for once. I want to set up some funnel to go into the town hall, you know. I just worry about these fire spitters. I normally like to send the RC to grab one, but you know, maybe it's better to just do that actually, and then send the roots into where they go into the scour shop. Let's do that. I'm actually gonna double cycle. I don't trust it. It sucks to double cycle and lose the fox, but it's okay. I think that the funnel looks pretty reasonable, doesn't it? And RC still has a bit of HP. Looks like there's enough walking around here to get the rest of the base right. As long as something gets the multi-gear, it's really kind of all I need. I might lose the RC here, but it's fine. I still have the queen. I'm also using same army. Dude, when you told me that I should be using the double overgrowth, I kind of believed you. I actually thought about it. And then my buddy Facey started using it, and I was like, it's probably wrong that I'm not using it. I started actually using the double overgrowth when I was pushing with the fireball. And I'll show you what that composition looks like. It was this. 3 invis, 2 overgrowths, and a double earthquake, and a rage spell. And this is really where I learned how strong the double overgrowth is. Because I could miss the fireball and still triple. I'm looking much better today, I know that for sure. With this account. It's fine to trigger the rage shower, but I don't want to lose RC. It's bad enough she went down to that low HP. Guess it's okay. Nice red air bomb farm, bro. Seen it a million times already. It's cooked. I'm just a few attacks away from somewhere decent. I'll actually be in the top 25, maybe the top 20. As long as nobody attacks me anytime soon. just can't wait until I get my perks, this 80% perk. I really think they should just give it to us right away. I don't understand why it needs to be 40 and 60%. This looks a lot like a base I've been hitting lately in Clan War League, doesn't it? Except it's not. It's a little different. The only scary thing are these fire spitters, you know? Is it better for me that I charge this rage shower here? I'm just worried about the traps, you know? Let's try it. Don't want to screw this up too much, you know? I think Kira's fine. The only thing is that really this feels a little early on the healing tome. I feel like I popped it a little early. Nice hook tower, bro. It's cooked. Puga, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Oh, you might be new to the stream. I don't actually recognize your name. Or maybe you've been around once before. Sorry that I don't recognize your mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's been a solid week for us so far. I don't think we'll be getting first place in our champ one though. Or if we do, then it's gonna be here, I'll show you. It's gonna be with something like 365 stars, 366 maybe, something like that. Which would be good enough for like global top 50. We're actually leading in percent in this league. In this clan, in 4th place, the Warriors. They did global rank 40 last month with 363. So I feel like this is kind of the range that we'll finish if we win the rest of the wars. So we need to defeat these guys in first. That's how our week's going. I think once I finish this push here, what I'm gonna do is just clear a bunch of bases here, just as proof of concept, pretty much, and then call it good on the stream. I still have 5 accounts to push, but this war ends before the Legends Day ends, so. Gonna double cycle because of the crusher motor, and especially now that it's raged up, I cannot let that hit my RC. Destroying it would be really nice, actually. Yeah, I would take that for sure. It's usually, I've seen this base many times before, and I don't usually get a charge that good, so I would take that. I was hoping the spiky ball would get all these rage defenses, just so they go down a little faster. There's only one healer left. I hope I haven't screwed this up too badly. I think I'm good though, because I still have a queen ability and the rocket spears. It should be good. I'm pushing for the first time in Legends with Root Riders, and you are 5732. Any tips to improve? Well, what you're doing right now by watching other players with the Root Riders is a good start. But really the biggest thing with the Root Riders is that if you made it to 5732, what I'm assuming that you were using before was dragons maybe. And the difference between like how you use the RC with the dragons and how you use the RC with the Root Riders is just the funnel, right? Normally with the dragons you want to go all the way across here, and so you really just have to look for essentially where you can just get a basic funnel and then leave, right? So like I cut on this base, you'll see I cut these defenses right here up until the fire spitter. And then I have a path that's about a few defenses wide, right here. And this is where I send the Root Riders. You need to send the Root Riders in such a way that the path is narrow, if that makes sense. Hey, you took that much value from the RC, that's just practice, bro. That is just practice. If you do this as much as I'm doing it, then surely you'll be able to do it as well as I'm doing it. Oh, this is the same base again, isn't it? Gonna double cycle here. I definitely won't be able to grab the... Now, here's a little different. I don't want to send the RC or the route riders into where there's a few defenses over here. Because I feel like the funnel this way is just that much better, you know? Did somehow manage to do a better job keeping my healers alive this time, so for that I should triple. Hopefully. Use the icebox spell on the warden so that he can take the monolith a bit longer. If he can stay alive, that'd be great, but I doubt it. He's dead. It's fine. It's crushed. Yeah, I'm not sure what you were using before. Were you using the RC with the Phoenix? Because if that's the case, then you definitely need to make sure that you have the timing right to use the Fox properly. But yeah, check it out, guys. I'm global 18. Which is, it's decent. I managed to push all the way to global rank 2 last night though. So if you guys wanna check out the stream from last night, you can go do that. I had like 3 accounts in the top 100 last night. It was pretty crazy. But I don't think my other accounts are in any position apart from maybe Chaos. Chaos and Rage. Let's see what this leaderboard looks like. It looks like they'll actually just be at best like top 100. They won't be in the top 50. It would be close. Close around the top 50. But yeah, it's getting late for me. I don't want to force a bunch of attacks right now and then end up failing. So I'm just gonna take the rest of the stream pretty chill and just go for these bases here. On the war. I can totally treat it like Legends, you know? And just use my Legends army. And try to get 10 more triples. This base looks interesting. I was farming and maxing my account watching pros and root rider pushers. Yeah, what you're doing by watching the other players using this army that's gonna help you the most. Whatever army you push with, you gotta find some YouTuber that's pushing with that army. For example, if you want to use the rocket loons, you can go watch Dark. He's doing a good job with the rocket loons. He doesn't stream though. He just uploads videos, which is fine if that's what you're into. But at least with stream, you get like live replays. You know, you can ask me questions and whatnot. Same base back to back is cool. It is, right? It's pretty lucky. I bet you that I could literally use this army on the top 10 bases and triple them all. Alright. Yeah, this base here, typically I like to send the RC to go into this, well, into the Gigabomb. It sounds a little risky, but usually the Fox is back, like stuck on a storage or something, so the Fox doesn't get hit with the Gigabomb. You just have to be careful, because if she's already been hit, if the RC has already been hit by the monolith a few times, then that Gigabomb could force her to an ability, an early ability. Just have to beware, because sometimes there's traps in this corner. You could send her into here too, but alright. Want to master Root Riders? Dude, Root Riders might not even the best thing for much longer. You know, I have a bad feeling that this Spring Trap updating we're getting is gonna kill the Root Riders. Okay, let's get these ice golems taken care of. The good thing is, actually, I don't need to use the poison on them. Looks like they're mostly finished. Can just save the poison for like the prince or something. But yeah, see, there's Teslas in here, which would have been a little tricky to send the RC into. And a NATO. I'm about to lose RC, aren't I? It definitely was not perfect how I handled the RC after the recall, but it's enough to triple. Hopefully not, but I fear the worst. Yeah, bro, I think that the biggest hit is going to be the RC charge. I'm using double overgrowth, but not the icebox spell. Instead, they use the skeleton spell. The skeleton spell is good too. Yeah, the icebox spell I just like for invis bases. You can use the skeleton spell on invis bases too by doing the skelly trick, you know. I'm about to get hit. I hope I can defend today, but the truth is I probably won't. This account did a top 1000 reset. Yeah, warding charges are gonna be, you know, like where I think that the spring traps would be on most bases is just right on the outside. Like, if you would imagine that there's a giant bomb in that space in front of the archery tower, I think that's where spring traps will be. Just right on the outside. And then the giant bombs will be a little further in still, like they typically are. I don't think much is going to change as far as like where you need to put your traps. I just think that the spring traps are finally going to actually do something. And do something decent. The truth is, I think that the meta right now is like 2/3 Root Riders and 1/3 Dragons, and then just like 5% everything else. And so I think that the meta will be 50-50 between Root Riders and Dragons once the Spring Traps get their update. Oh, this looks like defense, doesn't it? King has the Phoenix, but he's not going to have any time to clear the rest. Minus 31. Which is not bad. I'm still global 53. Which is solid. The Icebox spell is good for recoveries too. For example, like the RC has a real tendency to like go forward. Like if you use all of your invis and then you lose the Fox before you recall, then sending the RC after can be a little tricky because she likes to go forward. Missed the scatter shot, which is the only thing I don't like so far about this, but I still think that I'm in a decent shape here. But yeah, see here, I have one invis left, and so I don't think I'll need to use the ice block on the RC unless it's like later in the attack, right? Nice traps, bro. I'm pretty sure a balloon caught all those traps, which is good for me, right? Just hope that the rocket spears eventually get the town hall. I think they do. Some bases make me confused where to send the RC for a good pathing. Yeah, that's where the experience comes in, because sometimes you think there's a good place to send the RC and then you walk into a bunch of traps. So if the base has decorations on it, you need to look for the spaces where there are decorations, because you can't fit, like for example, if this base had decorations all over it and he put decorations in these spaces in here, then this is where you would want to put the RC. So that's that. I mean, if you're unsure though, then going for somewhere that's like a top corner or somewhere on the left side, as long as you can get like a fire spitter or a spell tower. Yeah, see right here, look at these decorations. They give away this corner as being safe. And so I can just send the RC to go into here, into the fire spitter. Oh, I still have a giant. That's from my clan Whirlig attack I did. I used the giant to lure the clan castle. This is kind of a insane RC charge. I definitely took a risk there. But yeah, now you can see how the icebox bug can really help around here. Question. Won't have much swag, but it's definitely overkill. Holy overkill, isn't it? That's an attack that I'm for sure, at least with a difficulty modifier, still would have tripled. I've been kind of keeping that in the back of my mind that some of the triples I'm doing in Legends right now may not be triples next month. Once we get a hard mode in Legends, I don't think it's gonna be like a hard mode like we have now, but it'll definitely be at least a little more difficult. Basically, what I'm predicting that they'll give us next month is something that has like the same boosts. Like the defenses deal 20% more damage, and then the defending heroes 20%, and the attacking heroes 10%. But they're not going to put a level cap. That's why I'm predicting they're just going to boost the defenses. They might put a level cap for all I know, honestly. I'm not a fan of that in particular. And I think that eventually they'll give us new levels too. And they have an incentive, right, to keep players being allowed to use max level, right? Like level 30 equipments. They have an incentive as far as like selling ores for money through event passes or gems. I feel like I attacked this base in Legends, but I can't remember. It's gonna be rough. I think that this boost that the defenses have is not bad. This 20% boost is not a terrible boost. I just think that the reason hard mode is so difficult is because of the level cap on the equipments. Didn't we have a hard mode before this one that still had max level equipments? And it was still pretty easy. Yeah, so what I'm thinking here is to send the RC into this corner. There could be traps, but I'm guessing not because of these decorations. If I did see this, if I'm remembering correctly, there could be Teslas around here, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, this Invis tower right here, you would definitely have to use an ice block spell for. Yeah, some bombs. Wow, nice NATO. I definitely don't remember seeing that there. Don't think it's any good anyway. Wow. Oh wow, I didn't even realize. But I think that my RC got locked on by the monolith. Uh-oh. I'm not a fan of how this is looking. I don't think I failed this, but at the very least it's going to be close, right? My healers are getting torched. Wow, I might fail this. I'll try that one again. Honestly, if I saw this base in Legends, I would totally be using something different. Definitely wouldn't be using this army. Or if I saw this base in War, I guess. That's what I mean to say. Or maybe I would use the Earthquake Boots. I have this feeling that the Earthquake Boots would do the job that I need the king to do over here. Razor did a Fireball Lala on this base, which is crazy. It's a nice fireball though. Use the giant arrow for the invis tower. Wow. What an attack, bro. GG to Razor. Let's try this with the earthquake boots. I have a feeling it's gonna work. Can just go for the same charge, right? Star Ray looks way better. This time has a swag overgrowth. I wonder if this base is good or not. It looks like it can work. I feel like there needs to be a crusher mortar somewhere over here though, and not next to the rage tower. I typically wouldn't say that, because a rage crusher mortar can do a lot of damage, but when you give up a fireball like that, I'm not so sure. Like, I would switch it with the monolith maybe. Nice, thank you, bro. I mean, the base might be good because I just failed on it, you know? It's kind of why I'm thinking that. I'll keep the earthquake boots for this hit. Just gotta remember to switch it back for legends. I thought I could get the town hall. It's a little greedy, isn't it? Might have to live with the fact that just doesn't happen here on this base. Ice block on the RC. This might be a time fail. There's still 20% to clear in 30 seconds. Or maybe I got it. No problem. Yeah, I just have a few hits left. Once these hits are finished, I'm gonna call it good on the stream. Ronak, what's up, bro? It's good to see you. Long time no see, bro. There was a point where I wasn't streaming for a little bit, from like day 6 to day 11 or day 12. But that's because we were leading up to the Clan War Leagues. We were supposed to find a match on day 1, because that's when we searched, but we ended up not even matching until like the very last day, like the last seed. Just need these healers to stay alive a little longer. I did use the overgrowth on this ricochet that was targeting my RC, which is not ideal. I'm just gonna have to clean it in the end, hope that my RC gets enough health to take care of it. The backside, I think I'm good though with this base. It should be finished. Now this is an interesting base, isn't it? With the hook tower over here. What I'm thinking is that the RC needs to clear up until about this fire spitter right here. And trigger the rage tower hopefully, but I don't want to risk anything with the hook tower. Trying to trigger the rage tower, I could just use a giant arrow or a lightning spell to get it, but I kind of want to pretend it's a max level hook tower. And just deal with it a legitimate way. Pretty solid charge, isn't it? Can just use the overgrowth to deal with the hook tower now. Just don't want to let the rage tower do too much. Good night, man. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live again tomorrow. And I'll show you my Clown Whirly kits. It's late for me too. It's already past 1 AM. Just gonna crush 8 or 9 and then call it good on the stream. This is a base where when you put the fireball in this rage tower that it does reach the hook tower. So I could cheese it and just go for that, but honestly I just know that would be too easy. I feel like an RC charge would actually be a little trickier on this base. So I'm gonna try it. This is actually not an ideal charge I have here, but I think I can still make it work, you know. RC's getting wrecked. She just needs to get the town hall, and then she's finished. If she dies after that, I really don't care. She just needs to get the town hall. Can just use that ice block spell on her now. And somehow she lives. Somehow. Oh, I forgot to get 8. Go for 8 next. This place looks interesting, actually. I don't recognize this one for sure, but what I do think would work is to send the RC where she grabs her fire spitter. She just needs to get one of them. That's all, really. I'm gonna donate to myself with my phone. Yeah, guys, this 97% that I did here on number 4 is the only fail I've done all stream. So, if you guys want to see more hits like this, then yeah, just come by tomorrow. Zeki Clashing is live on YouTube. He's amazing, bro. He's one of the best. His clan is like always number 1 in builder base. Gotta recall. I guess I could have tried to trigger the rage shower, but it's not worth it. It's not worth potentially losing the RC. Or forcing her ability. Spiky Ball did a good job here, though. This rocket spears picking up the crusher mortar is pretty insane. It's not a perfect attack, especially the funneling out here. The Root Riders all kind of swung wide. Especially over here, they should have gone a little more central. Still pretty easy. Alright, y'all. It's getting late for me. It's 1:13 a.m. And I should be going to bed sooner. I usually get up in the mornings like 7, 8 a.m. for work. So yo, I'm gonna call it a night, okay? I appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out. I'll be live again tomorrow to show my Clan Willy kits, and tomorrow I should be able to get through some more legends, so